For joining us here on Rwanda Television for the English News Bulletin, we'll begin with the headlines. Senators concluded their outreach by visiting Rwanda and Kayonza district on this Friday. The Capital Market Authority has announced that it has finalized regulations governing online forex trading. On the international scene, the Niger market in Calgary, Canada shows the cultures of African immigrants and serves as a place for communities to connect. My name is Olivia. It's always a pleasure to have you with us. We apologize for the technical error and we'll begin with the news in details. Health post managers in the Rwanda district said that the shortage of medicine is affecting service delivery in some health centers. This is one of the issues highlighted for the senators who visited districts of Rwanda and Kayonza this Friday.
Deaths and severity of diseases that took long to be treated, as well as creating jobs for private contractors, among the benefits that the residents of Rwanda district appreciate as the impact of the health posts.
If
there is an advocacy that the Senate are to work on, it is to address the RSSP regarding the quickening of the contracts. Another issue is of midwives. They are few and expensive, and operating when they pay for the workers is high. It can discourage you.
First is the delay of receiving medicines. You take money, but the medicines comes in late. Nurses are few and require a lot of money, and if your health post is in the village, they cannot go there. The administration of the Rwanda district highlights that these health posts still face challenges, including outdated buildings, lack of water and electricity, and low attendance due to their location in sparsely populated areas. The Vice President of the Senate, Arivera Mukabaramba, stated that the issues in the health posts are gradually being addressed, although some require advocacy at higher levels.
Issues that we found, some were addressed in these outreaches, but the rest will require advocacy from responsible institutions, especially the issue of lack of employees. We are looking on how health center workers can provide support to the nearest health posts. Citizens are in need of dentistry, ophthalmologists, and maternity services.
Currently, Rwanda district has 36 health posts, 29 of which are managed by entrepreneurs.
Thank you, Prince, for the details. Now to other matters. Japan has officially launched a laboratory in Rwanda that will specialize in cultivating seedlings of a unique flower known as gentian. William Evans has more on this.
This laboratory was established with the support of the Japan International Cooperations Agency in collaboration with the National Agriculture Export Development Board, and will focus on processing seedlings of gentian flowers which have their own unique characteristics, as explained by Shungo Harada, the manager, Bloom Rwanda Limited.
The longevity of the plant life. For example, if I compare to rose as kind of standard flower, they can stay in the base for a week, but not more than a week. After a week, their petals are going down and they are going to down. But the gentian, they can stay 3 weeks in the base on your table.
According to Rujen Sandrine, Chief Operations Officer at NAYEB, the laboratory will help farmers easily access high-quality seedlings.
This laboratory will help us get flower seedlings, beginning with these gentian flowers, together with Japan, where these flowers originate. But we shall also get seedlings for other types of flowers. We have been facing a challenge with flower seedlings for flowers for export, so this is a good solution to farmers and exporters too. This technology will help us get high-quality flowers.
Japanese ambassador to Rwanda, Isayo Fukushima, emphasized the strong relationship between Japan and Rwanda that go a long way, and that this program is a good example of the mutual cooperation between Rwanda and Japan.
The project inaugurated today
is a good example of cooperation, reciprocal, mutual cooperation between Japanese government, local governments, Japanese private sector, and Rwandan authorities and the Rwandan private sector.
Gentian flowers were first introduced in Rwanda in 2015 as a result of collaboration between the Japanese government, the Japanese city of Hashimantai, where the flowers originate, and the Rwandan government. In the past 5 years, 2 million of these flowers have been exported annually, generating a revenue of $999,618. Through this project, Rwanda has become the leading supplier of Gentian flowers in Europe, exporting around 2,300,000 flowers. William Evans, Tabazi, RTV News.
Thank you, William Evans, for the details. Now, back to this story. The East African Legislative Assembly delegation of parliamentarians has commended the services provided at the East African Community Shared Borders, emphasizing their role in enhancing trade and promoting interaction among people in the region. We have more on this story. The MPs visited the Gatuna border. During their visit, the delegation toured various areas of the border and engaged with workers on both sides. Honorable Fatumanda Njiza, who led the delegation, stated that their observations confirmed the successful implementation of the one border post system, noting significant improvements compared to the previous situation.
Urujya n'uruza rw'abantu rwariyongereye ku munsi.
The movement of people has significantly increased, with the border receiving approximately 1,500 people daily. During peak periods, especially due to tourists, most notably visitors traveling to Kibeho, this number can rise to 3,000. This is seen as a positive development. Additionally, the time spent by individuals at the border has significantly reduced. On average, it can now take just 1 minute to process an individual and no more than 20 minutes to clear a vehicle, greatly improving service efficiency. Furthermore, the collaborative efforts of staff from both the border and immigration offices of the two nations have strengthened communication and cooperation. This has not only streamlined the border crossing process, but also fostered improved relations between the two countries. The MPs observed several challenges during their visit, including inadequate accommodation for workers on the Rwandan side and the need for a modern scanner to inspect vehicles carrying goods, as the Ugandan side already has one. They also noted the issue of trucks from Uganda causing delays at the border, which disrupts traffic flow. Honorable Fatumanda Njiza assured that advocacy efforts would continue to address these issues. While the border's overall situation is positive, authorities raised concerns about the unregulated movement of people, particularly which sometimes leads to human trafficking. Honorable Fatuma addressed these concerns as well. Human trafficking is a serious issue and completely unacceptable. Rwanda has made significant efforts to combat it, and we have also urged Uganda to strengthen measures to address this challenge. It is important to note that this is not just a problem affecting Rwanda, but a global issue that requires collective action. The Gatuna border connects Rwanda's Gicumbi district with Uganda's Kabale district. Due to the high number of illegal crossings, there is a proposal to build an additional border post to support the existing one. East African Legislative Assembly parliamentarians are set to visit these borders. Still on local matters, the Capital Market Authority has announced that it has finalized regulations governing the online forex trading. These guidelines will soon be implemented to facilitate individuals interested in venturing into this line of business. We have more.
Thank you, Alabia, to visit us. This is
Samuel Ahishakie resides in Kigali, where he works as an online forex trader. He monitors the fluctuations of foreign currencies against others, making buy or sell decisions accordingly. In addition to a computer and a digital currency converter, there are other essential tools required for this job.
First, you need to download all of the necessary platforms, including MetaTrader 5 and TradingView. TradingView is used to analyze currency fluctuations and monitor how currencies from various countries are changing. MetaTrader 5, on the other hand, is the platform where the actual buying and selling of different currencies takes place.
In Rwanda, apart from Samuel Ahishakiye, several other young people have also ventured into the online forex trading business. One such individual is Mugwaneza Barik, who, like Samuel, acknowledges having abandoned other pursuits to fully commit to this profitable venture.
When I finished high school in 2018, I decided that to succeed, I didn't need to follow in my father's footsteps. While being a trader might have been easier for him back then, the situation is different now. Today there are so many traders and the competition is intense. If I chose to go into trading, I would be competing with numerous others, making it challenging to strive and attract clients.
Knowledge is a crucial tool for entering the forex trading profession, and experts in the field play a key role in advancing newcomers to help them avoid significant losses. The Capital Market Authority has implemented regulations to govern this industry, as highlighted by Jérôme Ndayambaje, Digital Innovation Analyst at the Capital Market Authority Rwanda.
Umuntu wese ugomba gukora ubucuruzi mu Rwanda agomba kuba afite uruhushya rutangwa na Capital Markets Authority.
Everyone conducting this business in Rwanda must obtain a permit issued by the Capital Market Authority. First, there are specific requirements that must be met to qualify for this permit. While we cannot go into full details now, these requirements include having adequate knowledge of the business, the platform being used, and other relevant aspects. Additionally, the Capital Market Authority conducts evaluations of these businesses, ensuring that they align with the interests and benefits of investors.
Kugenzura nyine ubwo bucuruzi cyane cyane twibanda ku nyungu z'abashoramari.
Ndayambaje Jérôme advises caution and discernment for those considering entering the online forex trading business in Rwanda. He notes that there are currently no companies or experts called blockers in the country offering adequate knowledge to help traders make informed decisions and achieve profitable outcomes. Currently, the number of Rwandans engaged in online forex trading is not precisely known. However, the CMA has revealed that it has begun receiving applications from companies interested in operating as brokers on the Rwandan market. Still on local matters, the Ministry of Health has announced plans to upgrade Level 2 teaching hospitals to reflect the quality of services they provide to patients. This initiative will include enhancing their capacity through improved medical equipment, expanded infrastructure, and an increased number of skilled healthcare professionals. We have more. Care they receive, particularly the thorough monitoring and follow-up provided until their treatment is complete. I came by ambulance from Rukira Health Center, and upon my arrival here, I was warmly received. They conducted thorough monitoring and performed all the necessary tests to diagnose my condition. I was advised to stay here until I recover and give birth. The staff treated me well, and they examine me every day.
Honestly, I received excellent service today. I'm currently waiting for the doctor's response and to receive a medication. Everywhere I went in this hospital, I was warmly welcomed.
During his visit to this hospital with the aim of assessing service delivery, the Minister of Health, Dr. Sabin Sanzimana, toured various departments and inspected both existing facilities and those undergoing renovation. He emphasized the need to upgrade these hospitals to full teaching hospital status, highlighting the importance of enhancing their capacity to better support other healthcare facilities across the Eastern Province.
Kibungo is already classified as a Level 2 teaching hospital, alongside 10 other hospitals recently upgraded to this level. Some of these hospitals, including Kibungo, are advancing rapidly to provide comprehensive services and reduce the need to refer patients to Kigali for treatments that can be performed locally. The growth of a hospital is directly tied to the expansion of its services, which should also include an increase in the number of doctors to ensure residents can access care without traveling elsewhere. A key focus at Kibungo is strengthening the emergency department, as the work truly begins when an ambulance arrives. Both emergency and critical care departments are being prioritized, with a dedicated wing currently under renovation to enhance these services. This wing will also accommodate students specializing in critical care, providing them with hands-on training. Additionally, the ICU department is being developed as part of this renovation, ensuring that residents in the Eastern Province can access critical care services locally rather than traveling to Kigali. In terms of equipment, some new tools have already been delivered, while others are in the process of being procured.
Dr. Jean-Claude Munyemana, the Director General of Kibungo Level 2 Teaching Hospital, stated that they have already initiated efforts to transition the hospital to full teaching hospital status.
They highlighted some of the urgent needs and we are ready to begin addressing them immediately. This includes preparing a checklist and visiting other hospitals such as CHK, CHP, and RMH to learn from their experiences. In the near future, we report to the Ministry of Health on our progress and seek the approval as promised by the Minister of Health.
Established in 1932, Kibungo Level 2 Teaching Hospital currently operates with a team of 4 specialist doctors, 18 general practitioners, 135 nurses, and 29 midwives. The agriculture sector, according to Rwanda Agricultural Board, and the 2025B agriculture season has found farmers with their crops still in the fields, and this might affect the quantity of harvest for this season.
Byagero bigaragara ko muri rusange umusaruro w'ibigori
We have noted that there will be a general reduction in the maize harvest, even when we cannot quantify that for now. But in general, even people that planted early enough in the first rains, which were also not constant, are bound to suffer up to a 10% reduction in their initial projected harvest. As for districts like Kayonza, Nyagatare and Kirehe that are usually sunny, we were lucky that there was a downpour starting October until December, even when in the first 2 weeks of January, these districts went back to a sunny weather that affected maize at a vegetative growth phase. These districts might experience 20 to 30 reduction in their harvest depending on the area. However, rice is expected to have a good harvest, and we are currently following up on farmers as they harvest. On the other hand, Irish potatoes and potatoes have been ready for harvest from December, and judging by the market price, it suggests that there was a good harvest. For cassava, which is a more weather-resistant crop, in general, we can say we had a pleasant harvest. In general, for a few areas that registered a low harvest in one crop, they had quite a good one in the other crops, and they will cover up to ensure our people do not have food shortages.
Iyo bihuje muri rusange
You're still watching RTV News. Now to matters making headlines globally. In Canada, the night market in Calgary showcases the cultures of African immigrants and serves as a place for communities to connect. VOA has more on this.
In Calgary, Canada, the culture of the African diaspora is seen at the Niger market. Here, Nigerian and other African cultures and cuisines make up this vibrant indoor market. Olaide Fashola is one of the vendors. She shares soul food from Nigeria.
I have fufu. This is fufu, fresh and frozen from Nigeria. So I have zobo. This is zobo tea. It is made. It has a lot of ingredients, 100% organic. You come here, you network with, I meet a lot of people, a lot of vendors. It gives you childhood memory. So that's why I came here, to make sales and to mingle with people.
But it's not just about business transactions. Niger market event organizer Abiodun Adetu says it's also about how immigrant communities can thrive in new lands.
It's about community. Our children are happy because most of them haven't even gone back home. So coming here, they see it is a whole new game to them. And they're like, oh, is this how a typical African or Nigerian market looks like?
In its 2023 annual report, Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada highlighted a record of about 438,000 permanent residents admitted in 2022, with over 20,000 from Nigeria. However, the numbers only tell part of the story. Titulola Akinro, a community member, says the market is a venue where diaspora communities connect.
When you move abroad, one of the things that people struggle with is loneliness. If an event like this is in your city and you come, you meet people, you network, you're looking for a job, you're looking to start a business, you have people that do exactly what you want to do.
Now to the United States. In the Rocky Mountain state of Colorado, the National Western Stock Show hosts nearly 30 professionals' rodeo events. VOA takes us to a stock show competition for younger riders and sheep.
Here we go, man number 2, Tristan Hansen, number 10 in the world. Professional bareback riders draw big crowds at Colorado's National Western Stock Show, but there's a different competition in a smaller arena next door, where children ride sheep in a family event called mutton bustin', which mimics domesticating a wild animal by breaking or busting it in. Millie Mitchell strapped on a helmet and face mask, pulled on a padded vest, and got her parents to sign a legal waiver.
It was super fun. I was hanging on to the side and I fell off and then someone picked me up and I was okay.
Parker Wilcock held on for one of the night's longest rides.
It feels like an elephant's skin, but it's a little bit softer. And it's also almost like you're riding a big elephant, but you're not. You're just riding a grown-up sheep.
Sedona Abeta's older brothers have been mutton busters, so she says she knew what to expect.
It's a little scary, but it's also fun. And I'm thinking the sheep is gonna just get me off.
Her mom had second thoughts.
At first I'm like, she looks really little compared.
And this brings us to the end of tonight's bulletin, but before we leave, a reminder of the top stories that made the edition. Senators concluded their outreach by visiting Rwanda and Kayonza district on Friday. The Capital Market Authority has announced that it has finalized regulations governing online forex trading. On the international scene, the Niger market in Calgary, Canada showcases the cultures of African immigrants and serves as a place for communities to connect. And this marks the end of tonight's bulletin. On behalf of the entire news team, thank you for joining us. We wish you a restful weekend ahead. Take care.